everybody. I hope everyone's well, enjoying the sunny weather wherever you are. Welcome to another video. I'm Alison. Today's video, I'm going to be doing some exercises to help strengthen your upper body. I'm going to be concentrating on your chest, your back, and your shoulders. The exercises I'm going to do today, I'm going to do them sat down. There is that option of doing them stood up if you want to. But like I say, I'm going to just do them sat down today. You're going to need a resistance band, one of these stretchy things. Now, you might have one of these at home. You might have one of the tube ones. If you're going to use the tube ones, please just be careful. Some of the exercises, the band will go underneath your feet, and there's always a danger with the tube ones that the band can roll off from underneath your foot. So just please be extra careful. So Jules is kicking around. Hopefully she's not going to get in my way, otherwise I'll end up having to record this all again. So hopefully she'll just stay out my way. So we'll do a warm-up, we'll get stuck into the exercises, and we'll finish off with a few stretches, and then you can crack on with the rest of your day. How does that sound? All right? Hello to everyone in Formby and in Southport who normally would be attending my groups. All right, let's see how we get on. Right, so hopefully you've got a chair. A fairly sturdy chair as always. I'll be talking you through a few things as we go along, just to try and help maintain that posture as well as we do our exercises. So, you don't need your band just yet, so you can put that to one side. So, I'm going to be turning side on at various points. You don't need to be turning side on, okay? So if you can, I want you please to sit forward in your chair. I don't want you slouching back in your chair. You can do that later on when you're watching daytime TV. So just shuffle forward, come and sit on the edge of your chair, shoulders back, nice and tall. Imagine that back is being pulled tall up towards the ceiling. You ready? Here we go. So we're going to just start off by marching on the spot. So I want to get that circulation going, as always. When we're doing these exercises, when we are using our resistance band or when we're marching on the spot like this, there may be occasions when you feel a little bit uncomfortable. If you are uncomfortable and you can manage it and you can work through it, that's absolutely fine. Obviously, if something's a bit painful, then don't do it. Stop when you need to stop, rest when you need to rest. This video will be there when you are ready. And you don't need to do everything that I do or at the same speed that I do or at the same intensity that I do. Anyway, we're marching on the spot. You will start to feel your heart rate creep up, and you may even start to feel a little bit out of breath, and they are all normal reactions to doing exercises. Okay, here we go. So stretching out to the front with those arms. We got it? Fabulous. Okay, be careful of your shoulders for the next one. We're going to reach up as if you're climbing a ladder. Just try and keep that rhythm, keep those feet moving, still trying to sit up nice and tall. Lots to think about. I'm reaching forwards again. Fabulous, and reaching up. Lovely job. And then back to normal marching. Can you manage opposite arm and leg? Are you thinking about it now? Have you stopped and looking down at your knees and wondering which leg should go up, which arm should go forwards? Okay, we're going to change our feet. We're going to be stepping forwards now. I'm just going to turn side on so you can see me. There's a little step forwards. So it's almost like you're walking, but you sat down. And again for this one, sitting up nice and tall in your chair. You haven't accidentally slumped back in your chair. And can you manage opposite arm and leg? Nice swing of those arms. Legs going forwards and backwards. Okay, so we're going to change the arms. Keep your legs doing what they're doing. Your arms are going to stretch up. There we go. That's got your brain going, hasn't it? And arms forwards. And arms up. And arms forward. Oh, not too bad. We're going to go back to normal marching. So hopefully you're starting to loosen up a little bit. So there's a bit more purpose in those knees, a little bit more purpose in those elbows as they go backwards and forwards. We're going to change our legs. So this is going to target the hips a little bit. We're going to do some little toe taps side to side. Just get your legs going first of all. There we are, that little toe tap. Opening up the hips, using these muscles through the tops of your hips. You're still sitting up nice and tall. Right, use your brain cells for this one. There we go. arm curls. So your arms are going in one direction, your legs going in another. Just as you get the hang of it, I change it. We're going to push forwards and backwards. Your legs still going side to side. My favourite one coming up next, we're going to do some funky chickens. That's warming up those shoulders. We're going to go back to curls and funky chickens and some curls. And then we're going to push those arms forwards and backwards. And we're going to go back to marching. How are we feeling? All right? So I just want you to slow it down, and I just want you to put your heels up and down. Okay? Shoulders up and down. Lovely job. And then just relax there. Roll those shoulders backwards. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a chance to get your breath back. I would like for you please to sit up nice and tall. So you can see, if I just turn side on here, I'm still sat forward in my chair, I've still created this space, trying to keep my back nice and tall. I don't want to round my back. I don't want to be slouching back in my chair if I can help it. Clearly, if you need to take a breather, take a breather. If it's okay to slouch back then. On the radiator. So we're sitting up nice and tall, one arm on top of the other, nice straight back. So we're going to rotate from one side to the other. So we're just going to loosen up our torsos here. As always, we're not just moving our elbows from side to side. We want to rotate the whole of our upper body from one side right round to the other, so that you get that movement through your waist and through your rib cage and through your lower back. Fabulous. Relax there. Hands on knees. Straighten those elbows. Sit up nice and tall. Raising those arms up about level with your own shoulders. And just turn side on so you can see. Keeping that back nice and straight. We're going to stretch up as high as you can. And back down. So a really big stretch up. And back down. Okay, this time we're going to stretch up. We're going to lean across to one side. Up towards the ceiling, across to the other side. Come on, really stretching now. Back up towards the ceiling. Then bring those arms back down. Just give your shoulders a little bit of a shake. Excuse me. Okay, just a little bit with our leg. As I said earlier, we're going to be concentrating mainly on the upper body. That's not going to stop us from doing a little bit with our legs. So when you're legging up, mind which, you're going to lift up and you're just going to swing that leg forwards and backwards. Just that you get some movement through your knee. You start to stimulate that fluid production, that synovial fluid in your knee, but you're not putting any impact through your knee. You will feel it in your thigh though and in your hip. Okay, just your foot now, so we're going to flex that ankle. Again, if I just turn side on, you're just going to flex that ankle up and down, keeping those ankles nice and flexible. We're going to go side to side, and then a circle in one direction, and a circle the other way. Super, back to the start. The other leg please, forwards and backwards. So we are kicking our imaginary football. There we go, and just the ankle now, so forwards and back, flexing that ankle up and down. And then side to side like a windscreen wiper. And then a circle in one direction and a circle in the other direction. And relax there. That's just the warm-up. How are we feeling, all right? Okay, so without further ado, we're going to crack on. So you've got your resistance band. All the exercises I'm going to do are going to be with the resistance band at its full length. I'm not going to be folding the band in half for any of it. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be folding the band for any of the exercises. So I'm going to do 6 exercises. The second 3 will just be a variation of the first 3, if that makes sense. It will become absolutely apparent. So the first exercise we're going to do is a chest press. Exactly what it says on the tin. It's going to strengthen your chest. What it's also going to do is strengthen the front of your shoulders and also the backs of the arms as well. So it's a good all-round exercise. Hopefully you're still sat forward in your chair. Double check. Hopefully you're all still sat up nice and tall and you haven't slouched. So you're going to take your band and you're going to pop it around your back and underneath your arms. So again, if I just turn side on, around my back and underneath my armpits. Okay, so it's up to you whereabouts you hold your band. If you hold the band towards the very ends, you'll find the exercise a little bit easier. If you want a little bit more difficulty, then please just adjust your band adjust your hands along the band a little bit closer to your body. So it's up to you. You want the exercise to be challenging, but not impossible. You want to be able to feel your muscles work. If you're not feeling your muscles work, do you know what? You're wasting your time. So you do want some effort through those muscles. Everyone is different. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. We're going to do 10 now, chest press. We're going to push both arms out to the front, try and straighten those arms, and then nice and controlled back. There's 1. All the way out, back in. Remember, rest if you need to rest. There's 3. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me side on. 4. Nice straight backs. 5. Straightening those arms. 6. 7. Remember to breathe. Don't hold your breath. 8. 9. 10. There you go, and relax there. So we'll come back to a variation of that chest press in a moment. Take that band from around your back. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do is for our back, and it's a seated row. So still sat forward in your chair, you're going to take the ends of your band. So remember, if you've got a tube type resistance band, be careful with the positioning of the band for this one, because there is that danger that I mentioned earlier on of the band rolling off. For this one, we need to put the band underneath our feet, underneath the soles of our feet. So we've extended our legs slightly. And if I just come side on, extended our legs slightly, our heels are down, our toes are up. We've got a nice straight back. And as before with that first exercise we've just done, that chest press, it is up to you where you hold your band. Again, if you hold the ends of your band, you'll find the exercise a little bit easier. If you bring your hands further down the band, there'll be more resistance on your band. It's going to make your muscles work a little bit harder. We're not rounding our backs. If I just turn side on just to demonstrate this one. We're not rounding our backs. We're sitting up nice and tall. So you want to have some space behind you. Because what we're going to do is we're going to pull on this band. We're going to pull our hands towards our hips. Our elbows go backwards and we squeeze our shoulder blades together. And then under control, our hands come forward. That's 1. Same again. So pull and squeeze those shoulder blades. Control forward. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades. 8. 9, nice tall backs for the last one. 10, nice and controlled, bring those hands forward. How are we feeling? Okay? Super job. Careful. Okay, so the next exercise is for our shoulders. What we're going to do, I'm just going to make this a little bit easier than some of the variations we've done in our groups. That's okay, it's all right. So you're going to take your band. You're going to pass it underneath your thighs. So a couple of options here. You can either keep the band underneath your thighs, or depending on you, depending on the chair you sat on, you can actually sit on your band. I'm going to choose to sit on my band, but what I'm looking for is to have equal length. So I don't want to have one long end and one short end. I want to keep my band nice and even. So if your shoulders are not so good for this one, take it easy and just do what you can do. If you want to sit out this particular exercise, please do. Or even if you just want to do one arm because one shoulder isn't so good, then just do one arm. Again, you can hold the ends of the band, make it a little bit easier, or you can shuffle your hands further down to make it a little bit harder. We're going to do a shoulder press. So you're going to hold your band on the inside part of your arms. We're sitting up nice and tall. Our start position is with our fists just in front of our shoulders or next to our chin. And we're going to reach up as high as we can towards the ceiling, stretching straight up, and then nice and control back down. Don't let the band control you. There's 1, 2, 3. Remember, rest if you need to rest. 4, 5, nice and smooth. 6, go with where you can. 7, you might not be able to reach as high as I am. 8, that's okay. Do what you can do. 9, last one. 10, Smashing. Nice control. Bring those hands back down. Just give your shoulders a little bit of a shake. How are we feeling? All right? I'd like for you, please, just to take that band from underneath your bum. Okay. So there's your first 3 exercises. Chest, back, shoulders. The next 3 exercises are slight variations on those. Again, for your chest, your back, and your shoulders. We're going to go back to the chest press. So you've got your band. You're still sat forward in your chair. You're still thinking about your posture. You're going to toss your band, again, around your back, underneath your armpits. I've got a right tickle in my throat, excuse me. It's just a tickle, that's all, because I'm talking a lot. And I've left my drinks bottle in the kitchen. Okay, so for the first variation of the chest press, we push both arms out. For this next variation, we're just going to push one arm out at a time. What that allows us to do is to twist. We're going to rotate. We're going to use our core muscles, our tummy muscles, those muscles in our ribs and in our lower back just a little bit more. It allows us to reach further. Again, it's up to you where you hold your band, either on the ends or a little bit closer to you. So we're going to do 10. It'll be 5 on each side. Sitting up nice and tall. You ready? Of course you are. Here we go. So one arm. Really reach out. Twist into it. There's 1, 2, 3. Use those tummy muscles. 4, you're using your ribs. 5, you're using your lower back. 6, still using your shoulders and your chest. 7, 8, 9, last one. 10. Fabulous. There you go. Give those shoulders a bit of a shake. Not too shabby. Take that band from underneath your back, from around your back. The next exercise is for your upper back. In the first round, we did the seated row where we pulled both arms. For this variation, same start position, we're just going to pull one arm. And again, just like that previous exercise, it allows us to put a little bit more rotation through our torso, so you get more movement here in your waist and in your ribs and in your lower back. It's quite a nice variation to do. So hopefully you're still sat forward in your chair. This is the one where we extend our feet slightly. Put the band underneath our feet. Our start position, if I just rotate round slightly. Start position, our hands are somewhere next to our knees and we're sat up nice and tall. Okay, let me just come back round. So, nice and tall, one arm at a time. You're going to pull and then try and just rotate your torso in the direction that you're pulling. You ready? Here we go. So pull and twist. That's 1. And on the other side, pull and twist. 2, 3. I'm just going to keep going from side to side. 4, nice and smooth. 5, feel that work through your tummy. 6, and through your lower back. 7, through your ribs. 8, and also still doing your back, your upper back. 9, last one. 10, super job. Just relax there, but keep the band underneath your feet. Okay, but what I'd like for you to do is just bring your feet in so your feet are flat on the floor. Are you with me? Okay, so in the first set of 3 exercises, we did a shoulder press. This next variation is going to concentrate on the front of the shoulder and a little bit into the chest as well. One of the hardest exercises, so I've saved the best till last. So you've got both feet flat on the floor. I would recommend for this one you hold the ends of your band because it is quite a tricky exercise. You can always make it harder next time you watch this video. We're still sat forward in our chair, still sat up nice and tall, and we're going to put our hands on our knees and we're going to straighten our arms. So again, if I just turn side on so you can see what I'm doing. There we are. No straight backs, no straight arms. My hands are on the tops of my knees. Just come back round. So we're going to do what's called the front raise. We're going to do one arm at a time and we're going to lift our fist, wait for it, we're going to lift our fist about level with our own shoulder, no higher. Try and keep your arm straight and you're trying to keep the back of your hand pointing up towards the ceiling. And it goes a little bit like this. So we're sitting up nice and tall, one arm at a time, lifting up, back level with your own shoulder and then back down. That's 1, 2, 3, If you're finding this easy, 4, do both arms at the same time. 5, 6, much harder when you do both at the same time. 7, 8, 9, nice and controlled for the last one. 10, super job. Whew. Okay, step off your band. Just pop your band on the floor out of the way. How are we feeling? All right, just give your hands a shake, because if you're gripping that band for quite as long as you have been doing, a lot of tension comes into your hands and in your wrists and in your forearms. Just flick your fingers in and out. That's it, just nice and loose. And then twisting like egg whisks. And then up and down, nice loose wrists. How are we feeling? How's those shoulders and back and chest muscles feeling? You might feel it tomorrow. Okay, so we're just going to finish off last few minutes just with a few stretches. You've done your hard work. All right, so just enjoy your stretches. We're going to start off with a back stretch. Hopefully you're still sat forward in your chair, sitting up nice and tall. One hand in front of the other. So for this one, push those hands away. You can round your back. So as you push those hands away, you'll feel that stretch across the top of your back. Exactly the area that you've been working today. And we're just going to relax there. You're going to put your hands now onto the small of your back, or you can hold on to the base of your chair if you prefer. You're going to pull back on your shoulders and press your mighty chests out as far as you can. So you feel that stretch through your collarbones and through your chest. And relax. Just going to do that again. So push those hands out, stretch out your upper back. And then pull back, hands onto the small of your back, shoulders back, chest out. And relax there. Okay, another one for the backs of our shoulders and the backs of our arms. So one arm across the front of your body. Other hand comes underneath, holds onto your elbow, and then just gently pulls in on that elbow so you get the stretch through the back of your shoulder. I'm just going to ease out of that. Then your other arm across the front of your body. Reach underneath for your elbow and pull in. And relax there. We're going to do a little twist now, which is going to stretch out through your midriff, through your core and through your lower back. You're going to take one hand, pop it on your opposite knee. Your spare hand holds onto the side of your chair. Sit up nice and tall. Then use this hand on your knee as a lever. Pull yourself around until you feel a stretch running through your torso. Try and breathe normally. Don't hold your breath. And then we're going to come back to the centre. We're going to do the other side. So your other hand goes on your opposite knee, holding onto the side of your chair. Sit up tall and pull yourself around. Keeping that back nice and tall. And slowly coming back through to the centre. So some shrugs up and down. Keeping those shoulders loose. Roll your shoulders backwards. I'm just going to finish off just with a few little neck stretches. If you've spent a lot of time at home, you may be spending more time than usual sat down. So, things can stiffen up, including your neck. So, again, just when we're doing these neck stretches, just take it nice and steady. Anything that's painful, don't do. A little bit of common sense. We're going to turn our head and eyes round and look over your shoulder. Then come back to the centre. Keep that back nice and still, nice and tall as you turn your head and eyes round and look over your other shoulder. And then back to the centre. Now we're going to gently tilt your head over to one side until you feel a stretch through the side of your neck. And then coming back up. And then across to the other side. And back up. And now gently dropping your chin to your chest so you feel a stretch through the back of your neck now. And then slowly lifting up, looking up towards the ceiling. And then bringing it back down to the centre. And then finally now, gently roll that head around, nice and slowly in one direction. And then very nice and slowly in the other direction. I can't hear your cricks and cracks and grinding that inevitably comes with some of these movements. But it's important that we do them anyway. How are we feeling? Yeah? Not too bad? Good. Hope you enjoyed that. Look a little bit closer. Oi. You're all amazing, by the way. So, hope you enjoyed that. as I said, just take it nice and steady. You don't need to do everything that I do in these videos. Just try and enjoy them. All right? Give yourself a round of applause just for watching, just for being awesome. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.